Hello. I was going to make a comment about today's event, which was the announcement by numerous attorney generals representing 18 states plus the District of Columbia that they are suing Education Secretary DeVos and, by extension, the Education Department over her decision to pause new rules designed to protect students. She previously decided to freeze rules that erased the loan debt of students who were defrauded by the colleges they attended. And in reading this story, I had mixed feelings because I don't agree with most things I've seen out of most departments since this administration began. But it's so hard for me to believe that the process of Democrats getting together and kind of forming this coalition of dispirited attorney generals isn't more than just an attempt at fitting in. And what do I mean by that? Well, back when DeVos was up for the confirmation within the Senate, you had, if I'm remembering correctly, two Republicans that came forward and said, yeah, I can't support this woman. I cannot back her for this position. And, you know, that to me felt that there was a genuine belief that they actually were opposed to her policies, and it felt as if they were going with their conscience of what they thought was morally right. And it's kind of ironic for me to say that because I'll give, I can put on my own hypocrisy. I'll give Manchin all the rage I have for his choice to back a lot of Trump's stuff, but I would tie that back to his corporate affiliations, but whatever. I don't see it. I think a couple of them might genuinely have their own grievances, but this really feels akin to a going along with the crowd type of mentality. And one could argue, oh, well, all the Republicans won't, none of them will cross over, so maybe they're all doing that. Yeah, well, that's true. That's very possible, but the problem is you have to look at the number. We have 50 states and only 18 of these Democrats, as far as I can tell, are attorney general. But I know the majority of just positions at this point are Republicans. And it's as if when they do this, I keep getting reminded of the fact that they have no power. They have no authority. This isn't every single attorney general, or most of them, or 40 or 30, or, a large enough plurality. There's strength in numbers, but the problem is they don't have the numbers. And people will keep looking past that. But I'm going to tell you, if their small number, because it might seem like a lot, 18, well, we have 50 states. If that number doesn't get to the average voter or these Democrats, I don't know what will, because they have to understand they're not appealing to people. These individuals, if they'd had their way, are going to probably appoint the same people because they're taking in this corporate money. They might not pick someone that didn't have any experience, but you get my point. Is the more cash you can throw at the problem, the more reason you have to be in some position of power. And I guess what I'm trying to convey here is that it doesn't make sense to me for them to have so much outrage when they're having the same people as part of their administrations. Or I think if Clinton had won back in November, the same exact thing would have happened. And you might say, oh, well, you're reaching too far. No, I'm going into what I feel is a lack of moral integrity on their part. This supposed outrage where we want to sue the department. It feels like an attempt at appearing to care. There's no incentive for them to try doing this other than, oh, we might be able to squeeze up a couple of millennials. And I'm not buying it. So thank you for watching. Have a good day.